Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, November the 8th, 2023. Wednesday, November the 8th. Well, let's see what's going on. You know what? Not too much happened today. Ugh. But you know what? Every day can't be action packed. I bet you Friday will be. Okay, so we have Brooklyn. She goes to deception. She interrupts Maxi and Sasha in a meeting, and she like, Brooklyn, we're in a meeting. It's Maxie. And so she's like, no, I came, this won't take long. And she sees Sasha. So, they have a nice little hello. And Maxie is all, curt to her and blah, blah, blah. But then Sasha finally says, look, you guys, almost the scenario of life is too short. Yes, Brooklyn made a horrible mistake. She goes, she betrayed us. And she goes, that's because I was being blackmailed. And Maxie says, there's always a reason, Brooklyn, for you. And so Sasha ends up saying, look, her mistake is not unforgivable. I mean, with what you two have been together, she said, Maxie, I know Brooklyn would drop everything on a dime to help you. And Brooklyn looked at her like, yeah, if you ask me to take your baby again, I will do it. Even though I'll pretend like it's mine because I already lied and said I was pregnant. But you know what? That's not the point. So anyway, they end up admitting that Maxie ended up admitting she misses Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn said she misses Maxie. Maxie says she misses Brooklyn. And, you know, they got that out of the way. But it's not like all is forgiven, you can come back. But they know Tracy owns 51%, Maxie does. So anyway, Brooklyn just said, I just wanted to come over here to see how Georgie is doing. And Maxie's like, oh yeah. So she, says, yes, I know it's an ordeal. And she is, Georgie's traumatized, but she was even talking to Sasha saying that Spinelli is taking Georgie to grief counseling. So is Elizabeth taking Jake, and Sam is taking Danny. All the parents are actively taking their kids to counseling. Now, see, Valentine had to bribe Charlotte. You can go unsupervised if you go to a psychiatrist to say nothing, right? All you got to do is sit in a chair. So anyway, Maxie is kind of beside herself. Georgie needs space. Maxie and Georgie doesn't want too much to deal with her mother. But see, Maxie got a little Maxie and Georgie. Maxie was a handful, and Georgie's a handful. But Georgie wants to stay with Spinelli, right now during this period. And Maxie's a little stir crazy because she wants to be there for Georgie. But then BLT leaves Brooklyn. BLT, BOQ. Brooklyn leaves. And Sasha's talking to Maxie, telling her, you need to just leave, go relax, do something. And then the phone rings, and it's this photographer they have been trying to get for over a year. Suddenly became available because a job fell through. And before Maxie knew it, she accepted it. And then after she hung up, she told Sasha, oh my God, I think I made a huge mistake. Because Sasha would be the model. And to put that kind of pressure, she said, I don't want to put this kind of pressure on you, spur of the moment. Sasha says, Maxie, I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's do this. So that's a good distraction for her. Now, Chase goes to the hospital. He goes to question Mason. Mason gives up nothing, said, look, I want to hear a deal on the table that I do no prison time. And then I'll think about giving up the goods on who's in charge of the operation. Oh, really? Really? Think about it. So Chase says, I'll see what I can do. Austin is trying to sneak in to see Mason. When he first went, Chase was there and he's wondering, what's he saying? What's he saying? So he gets in and he says, what did you tell Detective Chase? Because I told him I did it all for you. And Austin said, you did not. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here. He goes, when they give me a deal, oh, I will be giving you up. And he goes, you mean giving up Cyrus Renault? And so Mason said, no, that would be suicide. I'm giving you up. See, so this Mason is an idiot because Austin is going to definitely try to kill him this time. This time it won't be with a pillow. There could be a mysterious change in medications. Oops, oopsie, oops. There's more than one way to skin a Mason. To skin a Mason. So anyway, that's those two. Let's start with my pictures. I did that one. Lois is on her way out of town. They're going to be throwing a nice big going away party for her. Tracy is leaving too. Packed her bag. She's getting ready to go. She's going back to Amsterdam where Bobby is. They still have not written Bobby Spencer's character out. And Bobby is going to help her sort out all Luke's final affairs. Are we talking 3 years later? Right? 2 or 3 years. So anyway, she's gone. And guess what? We don't know when we're going to see Tracy again, right? They write her in, they write her out. They write her in, they write her out. So she's telling Olivia, that what she's doing. And Olivia said, I'm so sorry you have to go through that. And I'm happy Bobby's there with you. She goes, but when Monica gone again, right? When Monica gone and you gone, she says, Brooklyn is gone. Boy, this house is going to be empty. And Tracy says, this is an opportunity to get this house into shape and get Ned into shape. Oh, she goes, Tracy, we're not going there. I'm sorry you having to go do what you have to do, but pretty much like safe travels because I ain't going there with you. So Olivia says, now I'm going to go try to find Ned. So she leaves. Brooklyn comes in. And she's ready to snipe off at Tracy. She goes, where are you going? Oh, yeah. You just like always, cause mega damage. Then you slip out the door. And she says, if you must know, I'm going to Amsterdam to sort out Luke's final affairs. Bobby Spencer is going to help me. And Brooklyn's like, oh, grandmother, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry you having to go do that and blah, whatever. So they actually end up hugging. And Alexis is not Alexis. Tracy's telling her, Brooklyn, please change your mind with deception. This is going to give you something. It's going to give you security. And she's like, grandmother, I have told you, I do not want it. And Lois is like, wait a minute, Brookie. I think you need to take your grandmother up on that offer. So Brooklyn looks at her like, how could you flip the script like that? I told you I didn't want that, right? And so Tracy leaves and Brooklyn looks at her like, how dare you double cross? But I'm telling you, Lois has a plan. And I think Lois is going to run that 51% for Brooklyn, and that's going to keep her in town. I honestly believe that's what's going to happen. But before Lois came out, she was in the room. Eddie is still trying to work on that song that didn't even sound like that song. It sounded horrible where he's at in the lyric. That wasn't it. But anyway, he's got a block. And she was telling him, you need to just switch to new material, another song. Then this one, no, I have to finish this. I have to. And she goes, well, wait a minute. Didn't you say you're the great Eddie May? Sonny said he would he would produce your album. He said, Eddie. She said, Eddie, you don't even have one song, let alone enough songs for an album. You need to switch to creating another song. And then this one will come to you. No, you don't understand. She goes, well, what I don't understand is what's your block? Well, he can't figure out who the woman is. So she goes, okay, so he's looking for somebody. And you're looking for what? A woman? He goes, I can hear the voice, but I can't make it out. I can't. She goes, then you need to go back to where the block begins. She's a siren, is dealing with water. Jump in the water and find her. And he looked at her. She goes, now you'll be inside the character that you're writing about. So he thought about it, and she walked out. And he took his guitar, paper, and pen. He goes, I'll be in the boathouse. So as she's walking out. So she's like, okay, fixing that. So he goes to the boathouse, and he's still trying to write this song. Now, Olivia comes, no, Olivia said goodbye to Tracy. Oh, then Olivia went in because Ned had already left. Lois was still in the room. And Lois ended up telling her Ned's at the boathouse. But Lois was saying, you know what? I really like the way you're handling Eddie. You're giving him the space he needs. But Tracy had given her an earful while she was in the foyer saying, look, you better watch out for that Lois. See, some people don't know boundaries, and she's one trying to say she's going to take your man, right? And so Olivia said, when she said, you're giving him space, and right now he needs space. And Olivia said, yeah, but too much space, somebody could come in and try to fill that space. And Lois came up to her and squeezed her little mouth, said, don't you let Tracy get in between us. That's Tracy talking. She said, Lolo, you know, we've been together since the 5th grade. And then she said, whatever incident, blah, blah, blah. And Olivia's like, I know. She goes, I would never try to get at your husband. Because she was going to say, because look, that was 30 years ago, me and him. But Brooklyn ain't supposed to be 30, but let's be real. Come on now. 25 years ago at least. She's like, no, I would not do that to you, and you know it. She goes, I know, and you're right about Tracy. So she goes, Ned is lost over that song. He's obsessed. He can't think of nothing else. And Olivia says, I know he really, really wants to finish it. So she goes, he's at the boathouse trying to get inspiration. Maybe a few words from his wife will help him. So Olivia's going to head down to the boathouse. So she goes down to the boathouse and she sees nothing. But Ned was there striking out with the song, and he keeps hearing like somebody in the water calling. And it sounds like his voice to me, calling him, saying, you got to get in the water. You got to get in the water. And he's thinking, I got to get in the water. Watch. The cold water is probably going to bring his memory back. That's probably something, or the start of a lot of things flooding into him. Because as he's in that water, we didn't get this far today. He's probably going to be flapping around because Olivia's looking. She sees his shoes he kicked off, his jacket, but she doesn't see him. And she starts to look out over the water. Watch, she's going to be calling Eddie or Ned or whatever. And that voice is what he's going to be hearing. Right? I'll bet you she's going to end up being the siren, which I always thought she was. Right? Always thought she was. So he's in the water, and we'll see what happens with that. Now, Drew and Carly go to see Michael. And you know what? I forgot to put that. No, I think it's right here. No, that's not it. I forgot to put that picture in, y'all. Let's see if I can find it really, really quick. It is Drew and Carly. Here it is. Drew and Carly go see Michael. And Carly said, okay, now that you're back, we got to find out who turned, us in, because it matters. Why would somebody do that? And Michael's thinking, oh, no, I know who, but I don't know if I should say. And he's hearing Drew, because Drew says, it has to be Ned. It's got to be Ned. And Carly says, yeah, but what good is it if he doesn't even remember who he is, so accusing him won't do anything. And so Michael goes, you know what? It doesn't have to be Ned. What if we were on the wrong track with that? And Drew goes, Michael, you were the first one that said it was Ned. He goes, you know what? I did say it was Ned. That's because of what was going on and the animosity at the time. He said, but what if it wasn't Ned? He goes, Mom, what if the target was you? And so she goes, initially Diane said the feds were coming after me to get to Sonny. So Drew is like, wait, you know what? Everybody, look, I want everybody to hold on and just stop for a minute. I am out of prison. I'm out. This whole chapter is done. It's over. Finding out who really did it just doesn't matter. We all need to just move on. And so Carly's like, no, but they caused a lot of pain. And Michael is just standing there and he goes, no, Carly, we did do it. I owned up to it. I went to prison. Thank God I'm out. The who told just doesn't matter anymore. And I want to continue fresh. I want to keep going, moving forward with you. And she goes, okay, okay. And Michael's like, are you serious? You really don't want? He goes, I don't want to know, Michael. It doesn't mean anything. It won't change anything. So Michael's just thinking, okay, well, keep it, keep the secret, right? Just might not tell. He's thinking everybody's moving on, moving forward. Maybe I won't tell. I would love if it ends up being Eddie that tells Sonny. And Nina will say, but Michael was blackmailing me. And he would say, yeah, and you know what? I changed my mind on that too, because see, he and Willow's conversation was after that. And he told Willow, I just want you to be happy. So Michael could backpedal out of that easily. Absolutely easily. So then next we have, oh, this was good. Sonny's talking to Ava. And he's getting her to see reason. Because she still, like, remember she told Austin, I want to believe you didn't know. I want to believe. Sonny just point blank told her, Ava, you are smarter than that. Like, you, in his mind, you were my boss. My boss is a female boss, my boss. Right? She's fast on her wit. He goes, put two and two together. So he laid out the timeline and he told her about Austin testifying to get Cyrus off, about Austin going to Pentonville and gave the flash drive to somebody. Sonny said, first, I didn't know it was Cyrus. He said, but then when Austin testified at Cyrus's parole, his early release hearing, then I know it was Austin that gave Cyrus the flash drive. And isn't it coincidental that during that period where Austin was needed to testify for Cyrus, you were kidnapped? They're both working for Cyrus Renault. And she looked, she says, well, then he probably did it to protect me. And he goes, probably. He said, doesn't change the fact, Ava, that his boss, has been pulling the strings all along. See, you thought you killed Nicholas. Nicholas ain't dead. That means, she goes, that means Mason lied. And Sonny's like, I think that's when he said, Ava, you're smarter than this. Austin lied too. He's in on it. And so she's just like, oh man, goodness. After Nicholas, I am slipping bad, right? So the gullibleness is hitting her straight in her face. Totally gullible about it. So that pretty much was it. It was just a lot of wasted time on a wasted lot of nothing today. But you know what? It's all leading into Cliffhanger Friday. Tomorrow will probably be nothing until Friday. Anyway, let's go to Comment Corner. I'm going to read as many. It's my dog getting ready to try to clear her throat, everybody. I'm going to read as many comments as I can today. Lisa says, Valentine, taking Charlotte to Kevin's once a week won't help. She lies and only talks about what she thinks she should say. Lisa also says, Laura did cover for Charlotte and kept quiet about what she knows about what she did. Charlotte was all ready to deface Anna's new place. I know she had a can of red paint in her backpack. Oh my goodness. Either the keys are in her pocket or in her backpack. I think her pocket, because she did have them in her hand. She may have put them in her pocket. That means they're at the hospital. And watch, Valentine's going to get a hold of them. And then Rob says, Nina has enough to answer, but They will find out she was involved, as well as she's always into keeping secrets that end up biting her. Sabrina says, "Hey, daily recap lady, I really enjoy your recap. Have a great day." Why, thank you, Sabrina. I am says, "I do see an alliance with Anna and Sunny. Sam, Anna, and Spinelli would be a great detective team. Not the way Anna's been acting the last 3 months. She ain't nobody's good detective." Richard says, "Another great review, daily recap lady. I love it, Dr. Corinthos." Linda says, "Nina is absolutely pitiful. Her time with Sunny is almost up. Out of all the things Nina did, the old Sunny uh, would have had her pushing up daisies by now. I think Sunny and Valentine will switch ladies together. Sunny and Anna, Valentine, and and Death on Two Legs, Nina. Mark my words." NK Rose says her adopted siblings don't like her and have control over her trust. I don't know who does. NK Rose says, "I like Laura, and I know she is still processing the news about Charlotte's misdeeds, but saying, oh, how could Anna shoot a child knowing full well the spy was being targeted is ridiculous. I know. I'm not liking that." NK Rose says Nina is trash for trying to enable Valentine's lie. Richard said, "Agreed." Alicia says, wait, one would think Jordan is the mayor instead of Laura. I don't know about being and bringing an outsider. Rarely things work out for the best. That's true. Alicia also says, "I keep forgetting Esme is Kevin's niece." Yes. Catherine says, "Charlotte is Dante's stepdaughter. Already a problem." Yeah, that's Lulu's. Well, no, Dante and Lulu aren't married, so would have been Dante's stepdaughter. DB says, "At this point, I need Nina's antics to be known. Uh, Wait until Robert finds out all Valentine and Chucky put Anna through. Uh, Times like this makes me miss Epiphany more." She was always, I know, lecturing folks, right? Ann says, "DRL, did you realize how overwhelming, how unwelcoming Nina was to Anna, stating when Sonny told her that Anna was spending the night, um, that I thought you were living at Maxi's old apartment." But see, this was the next morning. So, or was it that same night? I don't know. I guess it could have been the same night. Um, that didn't sound like Nina really wanted Anna to stay there. Also, when Nina got to the hospital and asked how Anna was doing, she said that Anna was okay. Well, and Valentine asked, knowing that Anna was a nervous wreck. Anna is not good with children. She protected Charlotte during her bullying. You mean Nina is not good with children. She protected Charlotte during her bullying middle school years. That was in the third grade. It wasn't middle school. That was third grade. Willow was an elementary school teacher. She told Wiley that Willow was not his mother. Nina did. Look how Charlotte has turned out. I am says, yes, Nina claws were out. Nina lied about how Anna was doing. Anna was a wreck. Lisa says, Nina only cares about Nina. I will be so glad when Nina gets hers. She certainly deserves it. She thinks she and whoever she cares about at the moment. Valentine blames Anna for defending herself. He tried to protect Charlotte for breaking the law. Nina tried to help Valentine to keep hiding what Charlotte did. You are right about Nina, 100%. Papa and Nina need to go to prison. And then Lucy says, Dr. Sunny Corinthos is in here to cure all what ails you: coffee, pajamas, and the house. Linda says, and dimples. I know he's got those gorgeous dimples. I am says, and house shoes. I know Anna was just fully, was that in the spare room? P. Merle says, oh, I am loving this. Nina thought she was only had Carly to worry about. Can she say Ava, Anna, Carly? I know. Wait until she meets Lois. Sonny is loyal to his girls. I love Sonny's spirituality, unlike the fake man of God, Cyrus. Yeah, except Sonny will talk about God and praying and order a hit in the next breath, right? And tell you make sure the body don't get found. So Alicia says Sonny and Anna, oh, the fallout in PC. But I think they will solve the Pikeman mystery while canoodling in the sack. Sharon says as soon as Nina got to the hospital, she was ready to co-sign with Valentine about keeping the break-in at the Metro Court quiet and keep covering up the videos deleted. Sonny is gonna blow his top when she blow his top. She knew about Charlotte stalking Anna and called the SCC on Carly. Nina is in deep. All right, that's it. And I made it. I made it through the comments for Comment Corner. Thank you for your comments for General Hospital. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap.